Hey guys, what's up? It's David here with How to Beast, and in this video I want to do a quick review of a meditation app called Headspace. It's pretty popular. You may have heard of it, you may not have heard of it, but either way, I'm a big fan of it, but I'm going to break down to you, exactly why I like it and why I recommend it to my friends and family members. So, my background in regards to meditation is really a few years of experience. I was first introduced to it a couple years ago by my brother, and after he introduced me to it, there were some YouTube videos that I liked, some guided meditations that I followed, and they would sort of calm me down in the middle of the day or after a long day of work when I was a little stressed out, and they'd make me feel better, and I enjoyed it. But it reached a point where I realized where my meditation was basically, maybe at this point it had deteriorated to like twice or three times a week, just in the morning, sort of laying on my bed and focusing on my breath for like 2 minutes. And I'm not saying there was no benefit to that, and I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open here because the snow is blowing like directly into my face. But while I enjoyed it, I clearly wasn't reaping any more benefits from it aside from like a quick moment of silence in the morning, which I do recommend. But at that point, my friend recommended Headspace to me. He had been doing it for the last month, but he had started to consistently meditate, and I gave in. He had actually been recommending it to me for a while. Eventually, I gave in and was like, all right, I'm going to try this thing out, see what it's all about. So it comes with a 10-day free trial where it takes you through like its introductory series to meditation. And even if you're someone who's meditated before, you're still going to be able to enjoy this. It's a simple meditation. He doesn't, the guy, Andy, the guy who narrates all the meditations, he doesn't do it in like a condescending way where it would offend someone who's meditated for a while, but he does it in a way that's accessible to anyone, to someone who's never meditated before or to someone who's meditated for a while. And for the first time after those 10 days, I'd meditated for 10 days straight for 10 minutes a day, and that alone sort of gave me the confidence to buy a year subscription to it. So that's one thing that's going to turn a lot of people off, is that it's a subscription-based app. And I do think it charges probably more than the market value. I don't want to say more than it's worth, because I think that I get my full money's value out of it, if not more than that. Most of the other meditation apps are like $3 or $5 and just like a one-time payment, whereas I paid like $70 for a year subscription to Headspace. That being said, once I made that payment, it also sort of kept me accountable, because I knew that I had paid that much money, so I kept doing it every day. And to this day, I think I've done 100 days straight, definitely the first time in my life, 10 minutes a day. So on one hand, it's going to actually allow you to integrate meditation into your life on a daily basis, because of its simplicity, because of the design of the app, but also because of the quality of the meditations. So let's get into the meditations themselves. They all follow a basic framework where first you start by taking some deep breaths with your eyes open. Then you close your eyes and you sort of focus on the physical sensations of your feet on the floor and your hands on your lap or your chest and the sounds around you. And then you do a body scan where you basically just sort of feel from your top of your head down to your toes. And after that, you move into focusing on your breath. And from there, depending on the series that you're doing, you might incorporate a different activity into that middle period. And then he wraps up by bringing the focus back to the body before opening your eyes and moving on with your day. So when I say the series, basically once you go through the introductory series, which is 30 days, the first 10 days being those free days, and after that there's 2 more series of 10 days. After that, you're sort of free to pick a different series of meditations to do next, and they're categorized based on their goal. So some meditations are for self-esteem, others are for anxiety, others are for happiness, others are for compassion. And at first I thought this was going to be some gimmick that meditation's meditation, he's just gonna make some bullshit up so that you keep picking different categories. But he actually uses some really cool techniques, and some of them are visualizations where you're picturing, like some light overcoming your body. Other ones are sort of these, I guess, introspective type things where you ask yourself a question and you sort of just wait to see what feelings arise inside of you. And other ones are maybe even more simple than that, where they're just focusing on your breath, but maybe with a little spin on it. And I think the simplicity of the differences between these categories is actually really good, because it allows it to maintain that core framework that I think is super effective and makes those 10 minutes go by really quick. I will also say that you have the option, once you do those first 10 days, to do 10, 15, or 20-minute meditations. I've stuck with 10 minutes just because it fits my day more, and I think most people will opt for 10 minutes. It's because it's easier to make 10 minutes a day than 15 or 20 minutes. But the different series all work really well, and a lot of them are techniques that you can apply outside of meditation to make yourself more mindful and more focused and just more happy in your day-to-day life. So as you go through it, you're going to like some of them more than others. Some you'll just use as you go through the meditation pack. Others you're going to take and start implementing them into your day, to your day-to-day activities. And that, for me, aside from the accountability and the self-discipline that I've developed to meditate every day, those other techniques that I can apply while I'm filming a video or going to the gym or going on a date with a girl, those are the techniques that have really made a big impact on my day-to-day life and have allowed me to be a much more present, focused person. So for all these reasons, I'm a big fan of Headspace. You can check out a link below to check it out for yourself and get those 10 free days. And aside from that, leave any comments below. I'll get back to you. We can talk about meditation or whatnot. Subscribe if you like the video, and if you want to see more videos on building confidence and self-discipline. And aside from that, just stay beastly. I'll see you soon.